Oh, we're actually live. We did the thing.
Now that my screen turned back on.
Hello. Welcome to the YouTube channel. If you guys saw the thumbnail, today we're going to be talking about, is YouTube dead? And not just is YouTube dead, is social media dead? Is social media dying? Because I don't know about you guys, but that's how it feels. And you know what? There is plenty of statistics. There's plenty of numbers. There's plenty of facts and infographics and all that. And actually, infographic, if you guys watch or know of the infographic channel, that is something I'm going to be discussing today. And yes, the flag behind me is for sale. Anyway, I'm going to be discussing a lot of like things on YouTube and things on social media that just it's getting to a point where it doesn't feel real anymore. There's so much when it comes to social media that feels artificial, that feels fake. And the issue is, and if you guys saw on one of my last posts, I honestly forget where it was, but one of my recent posts was discussing about how like I was watching a YouTube video only to realize that YouTube video, and it was talking about AI. And at the end of the YouTube video, the guy flips around the camera and he shows that the entire video was just AI, and it was like wonderfully done. It was very well choreographed and all that jazz. And it was AI. The entire video that I just watched was all artificial intelligence. And I've been noticing more and more on social media that just everything feels fake. Everything and like even making content on social media and like being able to like actually watch and get notifications of my own comment section and the feedback that I'm getting. And so much of it feels astronomically different than when I was making content like before COVID and during COVID-19 and like after like getting out of that and nowadays. So much feels fake. Like comment sections feel fake. There's videos and there's so much content that doesn't feel right. And that's something that I want to discuss today. We might get into a little bit about the recent storms and whatnot in Washington State. If you guys didn't know that, we're dealing with some flooding issues here in Washington State. And I'll get into that a little bit, but the biggest thing that I want to rant about and I want to talk about is just how much of YouTube, how much of Twitter, how much of Instagram doesn't feel real anymore. It doesn't, like everything doesn't feel like it did in like, you know, like the MySpace days, the Facebook days, like the early Instagram days, like ever since like everything is monetized now, everything is monetized. So many things just feel artificial. And you know, I've been trying to scrub through like what content, at least specifically on X, I've been trying to scrub through, you know, what content is real and what's not. And by real, I don't even mean like made by a human. I mean like more of like that it's genuine, if that makes sense. But so much content and something specifically, if you guys don't know the infographic channel, that was a channel that I really enjoyed for a while. And then what I was realizing very, very quickly is that so much on the infographic channel, it's just like, this is entirely too well done, and content is coming out from them too quickly. Like, it doesn't make sense. So they have the infographic show on YouTube has 15.3 million subscribers. Now, mind you, I understand that they could absolutely, like a channel this size, right, with as many views as they're getting, they more than likely have a team. No, let me dial it back. They have a team. There's no way they don't have a team. And they're probably using artificial intelligence as well. The issue is that like they put out so much content that it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, how are you able to pump out 3 full videos on different topics every single day? That doesn't make sense to me. In the last 24 hours, the Infographics show has posted a video that was 12 12 minutes and 19 seconds long that has 25,000 views. That was 4 hours ago, 1 day ago. So in the last 24 hours, they've posted 3 videos. One was 19 minutes long, wasn't 17 minutes long, one was 12 minutes long, and they were all very well done. Like, these videos have so many clips and there's so much information in there. And I guess my question to you is how? How is this possible if this isn't AI? If they're like, this isn't just slop, just non-stop, constant slop. Every single day, this channel is posting 2 to 3 videos that are very well in depth. And I'm just like, how? They're like, even with a team of people, like, dude, I know how much effort goes into YouTube. Like, I've made my own videos. Now, mind you, my videos do not get views. In no way, shape, or form am I trying to say that my videos get views and I'm like, some popular YouTuber. I'm not trying to pretend that I am. But I understand and I know how much effort goes behind a YouTube video. I've talked to, like, and I've been invited to multiple large YouTube channel like range days, and I've talked to a lot of like large YouTubers, and there's so much that goes behind every single video. And that's why a lot of YouTubers, they only have the time allotted to make like one in-depth video a week. And the fact that you have channels out here that are pumping out 3 videos a day, it's like, there's just no way that that's authentic content. It doesn't make sense to me how that could possibly be possible with just like the little bit of knowledge that I have behind the scenes, talking to YouTubers and being around YouTubers and like being like a small niche YouTuber myself. Like, I don't even call myself a YouTuber. But like, I understand how much time and effort and how many hours it goes into to make one video. Now, mind you, my videos are trash. I mean, they're absolutely dog shit in comparison to a lot of these videos. I cannot get a video over 10,000 views to save my fucking life. Now, well, hold on. I think I have 1 video in the last month. Oh, correction. I have 2 videos in the last month that are over 10,000 views, guys. Oh, man. But that's not my point. My point is, and I'm not even trying to go like too far into the weeds of like statistics and math and all this. There's so much on YouTube and Twitter or X that doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like a human made this. There's so many comments that I'm now starting to get that doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel like a human was behind it. So much feels fake, and that's essentially what I'm trying to get at, and that's the biggest thing with today. And it's not just YouTube. By no means is it just YouTube, but it feels like so much content that we are viewing, that we're looking at. And I go to social gatherings and I look around and everyone's on their fucking phone. And it doesn't matter what social gathering you go to. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what you're doing. So many. Oh, I was trying to read one comment here. This guy said, take a speech class. Anyway, the dead internet theory is without a doubt real and alive. And I'm trying to figure out if that's something that we even care about. Like, do you unplug, or do you like go farther in? Like, what's the solution, right? It's because you're authentic and not clickbaiting. Yeah, see, no. I'm not going to try to like say like, oh, my content's better because it gets no fucking views. No, I'm not going to try to like pretend and play like some altruistic, like, oh, well, my content's authentic. And that's why, it's actually, guys, it's better to get no views at all, because then it's authentic. No, I'm not going to try to play that game. Sorry, I'm trying to respond to my wife right now. I didn't tell her I was live streaming, which is something I should probably get better at. Never heard of Gab, but YouTube is so trash anymore that I have to check it out. Yeah, no, there's alternatives to YouTube like Gab. There's Odyssey. There's Rumble. Some people have started posting some of their content to X, but honestly, it's just like at this point, I feel like so many people have checked out of YouTube, and I feel like so many people have checked out of like Twitter. And it's something, and like I'm just going to leave you guys as or I'm going to give you guys an example that makes sense to me, where when it comes to like blue states, right, of states in America that like all the white people are like absolutely just like leaving in droves, right, but the traffic never gets any better. So you have so many people that are leaving and leaving and leaving and leaving, and the demographic, you know, it's like before you know it, everything feels different. You can't say it, you can't quantify it. You don't have exact math and numbers in front of you, because even when you go look up those numbers, even when you go and look up that math, even that doesn't seem right. You know, because more than likely AI and all these search engines are lying to you. So at this point, unfortunately, statistics don't mean as much as they used to. Like math and numbers don't mean as much as they used to. And that's something that I'm trying to come to terms with. And I know I've had a couple people now that will say like, oh, well, going off of basing your everything that you're saying and everything that you're doing, basing that off of emotions. So like, oh, well, isn't that very woman coded? Isn't that what women do, is basing it off of feelings and emotions? And it's like, okay, well, you know, humans have feelings and emotions, and it's okay for all humans, male or women, to have feelings and emotions. Shocker, I know. Like, oh wow, we didn't know this, and what a revelation this is. Where did the Native American flag go? Congratulations, I did the thing. It's right there. Anyway, I think that I think and firmly believe that it is okay to say that things don't feel right, that things seem off. And when looking at like YouTube now, looking at social media now, because it's not just a YouTube, it's social media overall. Social media feels different. Right? Like, and it's same thing of when I go to Walmart in like Puyallup, or if I go to Walmart in Tacoma, or like, you know, when I go into urban environments now versus when I went to urban environments in, let's say, 2019, it feels completely different. You don't feel safe at all. There's so many environments and so many places where you go to and you're just like, this feels off. Everything feels different. And it's the same. I feel the exact same way with social media now, where it's just like, this doesn't feel the same. When I go to Twitter now versus when I went onto Twitter, you know, 2-3 years ago, everything feels different. The comment sections, they feel different. It looks different. And you know, we're trying to be told constantly like, oh, it's the same, guys. You're actually the bad person. And we're like constantly being gaslit of like, you know what? You're the bad guy for saying anything. Now, shut up, here's some goy slop, and keep going about your day. And it's interesting that like every time that you ask a question, no matter what, when you ask questions about these things, you're the bad guy. Oh, you live in Washington. No, duh. I do live in Washington. Fun revelation. Yeah, no, it is good to have feelings, but yeah, no, you shouldn't like completely 100% just live in your feelings. I mean, like, you should have feelings, be able to feel feelings, and then have the logical base to make, you know, decisions off of those feelings. But anyway, the thing that I'm like, and I feel like I'm trying to like, I'm just going circles here, but yes, social media overall, YouTube, like the dead internet theory, I just don't think it's a theory anymore. And another huge thing, and another huge reason that I wanted to do this live stream and talk on this live stream today, is that I was doing some analytics and I was asking Grok a bunch of questions going over my YouTube channel. And I was asking Grok to analyze my YouTube channel, which I realized, oh my goodness, he's using AI. That's so bad. That's so evil. well, you know what? There's not anyone at YouTube that I can actually fucking ask on what's going on and why things are the way they are. And like, you know, I don't have some YouTube specialist that I can like call up. So I asked Grok to analyze my YouTube channel. And yes, I know Grok is consistently wrong. I'm very aware of that. But nonetheless, I asked Grok to analyze my YouTube channel, and I was told that 90% of my user base, of my follower base, are inactive channels and are no longer using YouTube on a daily basis at all. And I was like, dude, 90% of, and once again, I am taking the opinion of an artificial intelligence here. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But even, so here's the thing though. I don't have to 100% have that factual basis to believe it, because I can also go off of my own feelings, my own eyes, my own analytics of just, yeah, a lot of like, specifically my YouTube channel, a lot of my YouTube channel, it doesn't feel the same anymore. And like everything that Grok was saying, yeah, that feels about right. That feels about right, that I'm only getting like 10% of my audience of what I should be getting. And when I say should, I just mean like specifically to how many followers I have. So what Grok was telling me was that 90% of the people on my YouTube channel that followed me between 2022 and 2024 no longer use YouTube. So even... And when you're trying to say like, you know, dead internet theory, that's even just a lot of people have decided to check out of different social media types. You know, so people might still have accounts. They might still be subscribed to different things. There is technically accounts that are on YouTube, that are on Twitter, but they're not actual people anymore. They're no one's actually there. So it kind of feels like the exact same thing when it comes to real life here in Washington State of, you know, the like the replacement theory versus the dead internet theory. They definitely feel a lot similar. Now, once again, I am going off of AI. I'm going off of my own feelings, and I'm going off of my own YouTube following and subscriber base. But I can say that, like, without a shadow of a doubt, of me going on to, well, I guess you could say YouTube might be using bots a lot less, or might be prioritizing bots a lot less to my channel than it does on like Twitter. And I go on to Twitter, and it's like, you know, I get a lot of views on Twitter, and I got a lot of engagement on Twitter, and my stuff gets shared on Twitter. And then I go on Rumble, and it's just like absolutely dead completely. It doesn't feel like anybody's even on Rumble at all. Rumble, Odyssey, and Gab. I made a Gab account, and it was just like, why? And I made a Rumble account, and I tried posting there for a while, and it's just like, why? It feels fake. And then, you know, I go on YouTube, and it's in some ways it feels the same way. You know, it feels like I'm not really getting in engagement on YouTube. But once again, I'm not trying to say like all of YouTube necessarily. It does feel overall though that social media has taken a massive change. It's taken a massive shift. And I know that there was also recently that Israel was saying that they were going to take out like massive ad space on YouTube as well. I've been saying this for a while, but I really want to get like a computer set up so I can actually like, put things on screen. Yeah, no, and it feels like we're almost at a place now where the majority of, you know, like social media, or people that are on social media, are like starting to like pick their one specific social media types. And they're not like, people aren't like going from like one social media to another anymore. I don't know what that means. But anyway. Yeah, I believe that Netanyahu / you know, Israel took out, man, I forget how much ad space it was. Israel ad space YouTube. I want to say that it was like a ridiculous amount of like millions of dollars. Yeah, $45 million for Israeli propaganda on YouTube, and that started September 3rd. But even with like Israeli propaganda like flooding onto Google and YouTube, I mean, I would say that YouTube felt different even before that. Yeah, so that's actually another issue that I am, and this is less of like platforms themselves, and I don't know, maybe it's like subscriber bases or what like people are resonating with these days, but I have found for the most part that like positive content really just doesn't get clicks, it doesn't get views, it doesn't get shared, it like for whatever damn reason. And it might be the same reason that actually, you know what, no, because that's the same thing that the news channels used to do, right? Is that the news channels would focus more on negative stuff and more on negative stuff and more on negative stuff, because that's what got the views. People are like, oh no, what's happening now? Oh golly gee, that's awful, that's terrible. Oh what, that's YouTube's gone, man. I'll be outside. No, that is something that's frustrating with YouTube as well, that I'm starting to notice, is that on YouTube, fear sells. But on YouTube, when you go through, if you guys go right now and you guys pop out of this stream and you scroll your YouTube feed, how much of that is negativity? You know, when you go onto Twitter and you scroll your feed, how much of that is negativity? And how much are you guys starting to, you know, resonate? And you don't even realize it. You don't even notice it. I do this exact same thing of you go on social media and you spend more time like in the comment sections or reading the post itself on negative content. And that's something that's really frustrating as somebody that makes content, is that just everything is so negative constantly. And maybe that's just real life is negative and it is what it is, but it's demoralizing. And I know a lot of people, and a lot of people that are watching to what I say, they understand that like at a certain point, you know, it's frustrating constantly being fed negativity. It gets old after a while. And so I'm starting to wonder if, yeah, you'll be shocked, all the clickbait headlines. And that was something that Grok was actually telling me as well, of trying to get my views up, is that I need to have more clickbait thumbnails. I need to have more clickbait. I need to, you know, appeal to more people, and I need to be more clickbaity. And Grok even said that I need to be more clickbaity. And I'm just like, dude, it's at this like frustrating, you know, like turn of like, I want to get more views and I don't want to be this like clickbaity piece of shit. Do you think it's too late to start making content on YouTube? For you, I probably not, you know, I'm like, and that's something that like, I think that a lot of people, you know, if you want to make content, you know, absolutely, like have at it. I'm not going to tell you not to, but I would say that one thing that you have to understand is that when you're making content, I mean, everyone has more than likely already made, you know, the exact video that you're trying to talk about. That was something, unfortunately, I'm not trying to be, I hate also being the negative, like doomer and downer, but like social media, for the most part, it's just like everyone's already done it. Every topic is already saturated. And that was something that the AI analysis of my channel as well was saying, was that there is my niche, right? Like my like survival prepping niche. It is oversaturated and the niche has died out. And that was the AI analysis of my channel, was that my niche essentially had the fad has died out, and that the things that I talk about and the things that I want to talk about is no longer relevant for the vast majority of people. And you know what? That's fine. I like talking about what I like talking about, and I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy the life that I have. But it is more than likely, you know, that's just a fact of the prepping and survival niche. The fad died out. So, I mean, if you guys want to make content, I'm not trying to tell you that you shouldn't make content. If that's something that you feel like is your avenue of approach, but what I do have to tell you guys and what you guys do have to understand is that if you want to make content, you are now fighting for views with a lot more people than you would have been, 10 years ago. I mean, everybody wants to be a content creator now. Everybody wants to be on social media. Everyone wants to talk in front of a camera. And you know what? Honestly, the vast majority of the time, I don't want to fucking talk in front of a camera. I hate talking in front of a camera. I hate talking to people. I like talking to the people that I like talking to. And it's, I'd say like social media for me, it first started out I like spurging about specific topics. I like talking about, what I like talking about. But overall, it's frustrating. And anybody that understands this, and anyone that doesn't. And I'm not trying to be negative here, or I'm not trying to bitch, whine, and moan, and complain. Oh, boo-hoo, poor me. But it is frustrating when you're talking about something that you're very passionate about, and that you're excited about and you're interested in, and it gets no views. And that's something that a lot of people need to understand, is that if you are going to be getting into social media and making your own content, you have to understand that it's very possible that you're never going to get any fucking views, and you need to be doing it for the love of the game. You need to be doing this because you want to do this, and it should be like a side hobby. You shouldn't be thinking of this is a way that I'm going to get rich quick, because making content, it's very rare that anyone makes it rich quick. It's so rare that anyone actually blows up. I mean, hell, even look at Nick Fuentes, man. I mean, he had to stream to very few people for a decade before he resonated with people. And, hell, even me, I've only been making content for what? 4 or 5 years now. I mean, I was sort of making content in 2019, but not really. Not really. 2018 and 2019, I was sort of making content, but I didn't actually start making real serious content until 2022. I mean, before that, it was just small posts and stuff like that. I really wasn't talking on camera. I mean, hell, I didn't start live streaming until a couple of months ago. Okay, there's a super chat. I try to keep up with super chats the best I can. I know some people read super chats at the end, but I try to read super chats the best I can. That sounds that South Park episode. I think it was called "The Simpsons Already Did It." They could come up with a joke without being told The Simpsons already did that joke. No, and that's something that you do have to understand when it comes to social media, is that, if you're talking about something that's been talked about a billion times, how are you going to be able to give it a unique twist that anybody gives a shit about? And that's something that I'm constantly struggling with. There's so many different topics that I would like to talk about and that I would like to rant about. And at the end of the day, it's am I going to be able to take the time out of my life to film this and edit this in a way that's going to resonate with people? And that's another thing I don't think people take time to actually think about at all, is that dude, editing takes so much time, and it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating trying to edit a video in a way that's going to be appealing to people. Making content in general is so unbelievably fucking frustrating, and the amount of people that don't understand how much time and effort, if that's to say, if you're not using AI every single possible turn, if you're not using AI at all, and you are making your own content, the amount of time that you are going to sacrifice into a video is infuriating. And then if you're trying to get an editor, editors cost a lot of fucking money, man. People don't understand this, but editors cost a lot of fucking money. And it's a whole new, trying to get editors in if you're wanting to make content, trying to get audio people in if you want to make content, trying to get and another issue. And if you guys didn't know this, if you guys haven't been watching for a while, I had to delete over half my YouTube channel last year because I hired an audio guy, and retroactively he decided to say that all the videos that I used his audio in, because we didn't have like our contract, it said that the audio was mine, but it didn't say that the audio was mine and could be monetized on my own accord. So, and that's something that, like, it's frustrating having people around you that you think you trust and you think you can trust, and they wind up fucking you over. And that happens a lot, man. that happens more than you think it would, honestly. And it's frustrating trying to make content, and finding new editors, finding audio guys, finding people that can work with you, finding camera guys. And at least for me, like, for the most part, like, I just wound up just doing everything myself. And that takes a lot of time, and it's extremely frustrating. And then you take all this time and effort, and this just turned into like a bitch session for me, I swear. But you take all this time and effort and you put it into YouTube, and then and you post it for like a couple of thousand people, which, you know, sure, that's more than nothing, absolutely. But my point is that, like, making content, it's extremely time consuming and it is frustrating. So you guys just need to understand that you need to adopt kind of like my same mentality of too stupid to quit. And that, like, you're allowed to complain about things. That's something else that frustrates the fuck out of me when it comes to talking about all this stuff on social media, is that when you complain about anything, so many people get in the in your comments, they're like, oh, just quit. Oh, just, oh, well, you wouldn't have done it anyway. Oh, just fix it then. And, like, every time you complain about, like, anything at all, people are like, oh, why don't you just fix it then? Why don't you just fix YouTube then? Or, like, when I complain about, like, taxes, and people are like, why don't you just fix the taxes then? I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? So that's another thing that infuriates me, is that sometimes I can't tell when somebody's just like this unbelievable spurg and they don't know how the world works. They don't know how things work. Sometimes I can't tell if someone is like just this retarded spurg or if it's an AI bot. It's kind of the same thing. And I've been talking about this more recently, like when it comes to training events and trying to get guys to come out to training events and trying to get guys to come out to open events and open ruck marches and open PTs and all this. We've gotten to a point now where it's like, I can't tell if someone is a federal agent or a federal informant and they're trying to entrap us, or if they're a retarded spurg, because both people act the same. They're both as fucking awkward. Like, that's hilarious that you have, like, we have an issue now of you can't tell if somebody is a federal agent or if they're fucking retarded and awkward. That is such a weird problem that I now have. And I'm just like, why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Why am I like... And, like, we've gotten to a point, like, we're just open about it. I'm like, all right, so what agency are you from? And it's like, is this dude retarded and will he not stop talking about nukes because he's a retarded spurg? Or is he a federal agent? Is this guy so retarded that he doesn't understand that you shouldn't be talking about illegal firearms and the grid going down, and he doesn't know how to talk about, like, he just doesn't know how to talk to people, and he's just trying to be cool and trying to get, like, in the in crowd, and he just doesn't know how to socially interact? Or is he a federal agent and he's trying to hide that he's a federal agent, so he's being awkward? Like, if you guys understand this dynamic of, like, we're constantly like, is this dude retarded? Is he trying to entrap me? Like, I can't tell. Or both. Both is also an opportunity or a possibility. But that's something that's really frustrating to me. And you know what? Maybe live streams now are just going to be me ranting about things that I'm frustrated about. And I feel like overall, and I keep saying I have feelings, guys. I'm allowed to have feelings, but okay. I'm trying to keep up with the super chats, and you guys keep giving them and derailing me. I just touched mentally by God. Congratulations. Proud of you. Sorry to make it a bitch session. I love the content you provide, though. To hell with the Debbie Downers. Keep your head up. I've enjoyed your content and working on my content once school is done next month. Based. No, I don't know, man. So, like, fuck how many super chats and no push. Fuck y'all. I'm starting pushing. Yeah, I don't. Hey, I'm. You know what? It is what it is. I couldn't tell you either, but no, that's something that, and you know, for the couple of people that are watching, that's something that going forward, I am going to be starting a new YouTube channel, and that is going to be where my long effort content goes. Join on stream now. Link. Yeah, so I wasn't trying to make it like grandiose or anything like that, but I do not believe that I will be posting to this YouTube channel again unless it is clips from these live streams. And I'm pretty sure that going forward, I'm going to be just focusing on a new YouTube channel, also trying to post onto Rumble and Odyssey more, and I'm thinking that I might go back to I don't know, man. I'm so back and forth on, do I need more high effort content? Do I need to put more effort into content? Do I need to go balls to the walls, and do I need to like hire an editor and hire like a manager, and do I need to hire all these people, and do I need to go like harder and further into making more high effort YouTube videos, or do I need to go back and just start doing rant videos again? Because, I mean, like, my rant videos got views, man. But, like, at the same time, it's like, you know, rant videos are pretty sketchy because, you know, when I start ranting and raving and whatnot, I don't want to go into unfavorable topics that I'm just going to get my channel banned from. You know, and, like, that's the huge thing, is that, like, why I stopped doing rant videos. Dude, I hate this whole setup so much. Hold on. Hold on, guys. My mic died again. Can I just take this off? Can I just hold this thing? Oh, wait. Hold on. What a riveting video, right? Oh my goodness. What the fuck is going on here? It broke again. No. I got it. Is this gonna work? I don't know. No. I got it.
Carefully.
Fuck! Why won't it stay? Did I do it? Did I do it? Why isn't it staying in one place, though? Why is it moving? Ian, I'm going to fucking nuke this entire setup from orbit. I'm just going to blow everything up. I don't know where I'm getting the munitions from, but I'm just going to fucking blow up everything. I'm going to make insults that don't make sense. I'm going to tell Israel that Samson option here, because this mount is anti-Semitic, and Israel's going to nuke this from orbit. Weak men created mic stands. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to watch me fumblefuck that. Yeah, no, I know, 10%. Well, I got it fixed. Ish. I don't know if I'd call that fixed, but you know what? Hopefully it's mounted better than it was, that's for sure. I don't know why we had it mounted on the side of the table like that. If YouTube uses public transportation, then likely. Has anyone ever noticed that? Oh my God, I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna snap. What is this? Why is this doing this? I hate all this so much. Is it because I mounted it upside down? Is this upside down technically?
I don't know if it's the right way up.
I'm trying to look at that mic stand versus this mic stand. And this spring's like completely out and that one's not.
Well, that's perpendicular to that one.
Yeah, no, I'm about to crash out. Your house got flooded? Do you need help? Yeah, that's actually been so that was an issue not only right now. So and I already had a couple of people saying that you know, like, why am I not out helping if it's in my own local area? And that's actually a huge issue that I don't think people like talk about is like in disasters, communication is the biggest problem. Communication is such an issue when it comes to natural disasters. Because I don't know where needs help right now. No one knows where needs help right now. And that is so unbelievably frustrating. And the places that like do need help, the government's already there and already fucking it up. So like if someone needs help, you know, it's like there isn't like a central like focus point or like there isn't somewhere to go where people need help in like in regions. And you would think that somehow in like current year that this would be like better than it is. But yeah, that's a huge issue right now with all the flooding going on in Washington State. It's like I don't know where needs help. I don't know who needs help. So like, yeah, no, I would love to help more, but I don't know where to do it. Anyway, back to my talking point. So much of social media feels unbelievably fake. The dead internet theory is just like you know, beyond, so far beyond. I'm not crashing out, guys. I'm not crashing out. I'm considering crashing out, but I'm not crashing out. Yeah, I'll crash out off camera because there's going to be way too many racial slurs for me to be able to crash out on camera. You already said that. The guy that is talking about Palantir said the same thing that he already said, which makes me wonder if maybe that's just Palantir. You won't crash out. You won't do it. No balls. No, that's something that's extremely frustrating, and I don't think that enough people like talk about, you know, like what happens when you put in a ton of time and effort into YouTube, into social media, into making things, and it doesn't resonate with people, and you don't really get views, and you don't like make money off of it for it to be a career. You know, like everyone gets into social media thinking that they're gonna make it big, and everyone starts making content because they think that they're gonna become like this massive, huge, big name content creator. And I guess that and that's another issue is like I don't know how many kids now I've heard that like, you know, and there's so many different things of like, you know, what do you want to be when you grow up? And so many kids in like middle school and like high school are saying that they want to be a content creator and that they want to make content and they want to be a YouTuber and they want to be a TikToker and they want to do all this. And it's like the real question though is, you know, it's kind of like along the same lines as like the OnlyFans thing. where it says like the average OnlyFans girl is only making like sub $10 a month, and congratulations, you just put all your nudes out there for no one for free essentially. But in the exact same vein, so many people don't talk about that YouTube and making social media content. It's such a small chance of you actually making it big and you being able to make money from it and you being able to make a career out of it. Like the fact that I was able to, make start a company, and the fact that I was able to, sell as much surplus I am, that I'm able to do these type of things. I mean, that's random chance in itself. Once again, though, like something that I really cannot harp enough on you guys is that, like, if you're trying to make this type of content and you're trying to get into making social media, you have to understand that, like, social media is, and especially YouTube, it's dead, and it's getting more and more dead. And if it's not dead, then it's dying. If YouTube is not dead, then at a minimum, it is dying. If social media is not dead, then at a minimum, it is dying. And I don't think that enough people talk about and discuss how bad it actually is. Also, I did not realize how annoying these soft TQs are.
Are they Cat 7s?
No, this isn't a Cat 7. It's a soft TQ. Which is awful, honestly. I mean, like, in some ways it's easier. In some ways. I'll tell you this, though, for, like, trying to, like, have it, like, in your pocket, this is all over the damn place. And there's not a Velcro retention thing either. So, like, here, you want to mess with it? Yeah, no, soft TQs are, like, as far as, like, storage goes, like, what a pain in the ass for a tourniquet. Anyway. If anyone in Pierce or King County needs an extra set of mediocre hands to help move mid-sized stuff or garbage or remove drywall, etc., hit me up. No, I'm in the exact same boat. In the same boat. If anybody needs help, let me know. But yeah, once again, if you guys are looking into making content, if you guys are trying to make content, if you guys want to be on YouTube, on Twitter, on wherever, I'd say that the biggest thing that I would tell you guys is try to stay anonymous as long as you possibly can. You are going to you're going to put your name out there. You're going to put personal information out there about you. You're probably going to say something that upsets someone. And, once again, I've said this for a while. The mental institutions have been closed for a while. There are legitimate insane people out there. Like, no bullshit, batshit fucking crazy people out there, because the insane asylums have been closed for a long time. There are batshit fucking insane people in the society right now. Our country, if you're in America, our country's been, flooded by, 50 plus million illegals that, probably hate you. So if you guys are looking into making content, I would probably do my best to stay as anonymous as long as you possibly fucking can. If you guys are on social media, I would do my best to stay anonymous as long as you possibly can, especially if you're making any sort of opinions, if you guys are leaving comments, if you guys are saying anything inflammatory, if you guys are talking out against immigration, if you guys are talking out against, whatever topic, you guys do need to understand, and so many people don't understand and don't talk about how fucking insane people actually are, and how there's a lot of people that don't have anything to live for. They don't have anything, their life means nothing to them. Life in general, your life and their life, more than likely mean nothing to them. And I think a lot of people, myself included in the past, have not taken, enough things seriously, and don't understand that making content and making social media is in fact putting your own safety at risk. To be honest, a lot of these kids that don't aspire to be some influencer and start trying their own company or make science get burnt out by the insane workload. Nothing is easy. The world sucks. Yeah, I would say that that a lot of people, they watch content online, they watch social media, and they think that this is just going to be like super easy, and they think that making content is just going to be easy and fun all the time. And honestly, it's like, it's extremely frustrating. It's frustrating and it's time consuming, and it's a lot more of a drag than you would think it'd be. And like, I don't know, it sounds so like first worldy and stupid to say that like being an influencer or like making content or like being in charge of things, being in charge of a company, being in charge of a training group, being in charge of anything in general is just extremely fucking taxing. And I don't think enough people talk about and normalize being burnt out, being frustrated, and just saying, fuck it, we'll do it live. You know, not enough people acknowledge and understand how much just being in charge of shit and like having to make the overall arcing decision of things gets so taxing. It gets extremely taxing. Thank you for hearing me out. I think you guys are having a conversation that you're not talking to me. I don't know if you're talking to me. I just don't watch as YouTube nowadays. I think it's mostly just a marketing tool, but I wouldn't know about your surplus company or any other without it. No, that's a huge issue, man, of like, you know, how do you make genuine content anymore and still get views? And I guess that's what I'm here to ask right now is, you know, how does anyone make genuine content that they're interested in, that they want to talk about without spending a ass ton of money? You know, I mean, like, look at I was just watching, Dirty Civilian. I was just watching a Dirty Civilian video. And it's like, dude, like all of their stuff, it feels like you're watching a movie. Like their content is so well done. It's so high effort. And I'm not trying to say that it's not genuine. Like in no way am I trying to say that their content isn't genuine, because it very well might be. I mean, they're sponsored by like a bajillion different people, but you know, it could absolutely be genuine content. But like, I guess the question is, without spending a ton of money, without having a shit ton of sponsors, without having your own company, you know, how do you make content? You know, like it takes a lot of money. And unfortunately for me, YouTube does not make me much money. Like it does not. Like one month of how much I make on YouTube would not pay for a single one of my videos being edited by someone else. I edit everything that goes into my YouTube channel. Everything that you guys see on my YouTube is 100% edited by me. Now the videos that I am in that are like moving around, Ian is recording and I'm just telling him what to do and where to stand and yada yada. But like everything that's uploaded on our super chats broken. No, I just got like 4 super chats. Everything that you guys see on my YouTube channel, that is all edited by me. I take the time to do all of that. And like I was saying, you know, it's unfortunate. It sounds like a bitch fest. It sounds like me crying and whining and complaining. But like, I guess that's just, you know, the fact of it, of how do you make genuine content without spending an ass ton of money on editors and all of this jazz, you know, and that's just a dynamic that I'm trying to get back to or figure out how to do. Of, you know, like, do I just go back to doing rant videos, you know, without spending so much of my time editing? I feel like, you know, for the amount of views that I get, once again, I acknowledge I'm crashing out, I'm crying, boo-hoo, whine, poor me. But without spending a ridiculous amount of time editing, you know, how do you make genuine content? And, you know, I guess that's the question of the day Is YouTube dying? Is YouTube, going dead internet? Thank you. Is YouTube going dead internet, or do I just suck? I guess that's the question. Ian, could I get a zip tie or electrical tape? Huh? Hold on. I just found one of radio's antenna things. I know Radio doesn't watch my YouTube channel, but if he does, I am now cinching down this with one of his radio antennas. And I hope he feels accomplished that his radio antenna was put to good use. There we go, guys. A radio antenna is now holding back my mic. Useful content, a review/recommended TQ and shears for EDC. I mean, yeah, no, I could absolutely do that. It's once again, though, I guess, my question is, just like, what do the few followers that I have want to see? Bro, all my PNW friends are like this. I don't know. Hold on, I have to go back. I don't know what that means. But yeah. Once again, I will be creating another YouTube channel. And it would help if I wasn't in studio mode. I'm an idiot. I will be creating another YouTube channel, and this YouTube will be mostly just streams. Okay. Yeah, if you guys aren't watching the Backlash podcast, we are now sponsoring the Backlash podcast, which is pretty cool that my company is now officially sponsoring a company. How cool is that? Yeah, YouTube is extremely oversaturated with content creators. Oh, hey, speaking of LA Native Patriot, I will be on his podcast tonight. If you guys are interested in watching me bitch, whine, and complain more. Hold on, I'm trying to engage with the chat the best of my abilities, but some people leave really long questions. But I try to do my best to engage with the chat. I know I've had some people complain that I don't engage with the chat enough. 6 p.m. Pacific. Cowboys, Indians, and Alex. Cowboys, Indians, and racists. I still think it's hilarious that I keep getting called a Nazi, and I'm just like, A, I have never been in the Nazi regime under Hitler, and B, I couldn't be a Nazi if I wanted to, and C, no, just shut up. Anyone that still like calls anyone a Nazi, it's like, shut up. Shut up. Yeah, so that was actually something that I was thinking about diving into the content of, because that's something that I've never made content of, and it's stuff that I do. Like, I actively because I watched for the first time, I watched one of the Outdoor Boys videos, and I was like, I literally do this. I was like, this is stuff that people want to see. I could easily fucking recreate one of these videos of me going out into a random place, making a camp, setting up camp, making a fire, making a sleeping area, being there overnight, and then leaving the next day. And I'm like, I literally do this for fucking fun. Like, this is something that people want to see, because I could easily make more videos of exactly this. I mean, like, but like nothing's even happening. I don't know. I could easily make one of those videos. I guess the question is, though, is bushcrafting content saturated too? I watch so many videos like Outdoor Boys on YouTube. Is that something that people actually want to see? Because, like, dude, I could so so easily make that kind of content. Like that's something that I already do. The only thing I would have to bring out is like my GoPro and a GoPro stand, and I could just record me camping and making bushcraft stuff. Like that would be so easy to do. Also, stealth camping. Why stealth camp? What would that even mean? Like what, going sleeping in a hole? A chicken farming video would kill. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. LOL. LOL. Yeah. But as of right now, my goal and my plan is to make another YouTube channel and start doing something else. Branching out. I don't know if whatever I'm doing right now on this specific channel just clearly isn't it. And the fact that the teaser for my last YouTube video, I did a couple of teasers, and one of them got 1.2 million views on Twitter. Another one of my teasers got 500,000 views on Twitter. Another of my teasers for my last YouTube video got 200,000 views. And then the video itself on YouTube gets just shy of 4,000 views. And it's like, okay, so I can pull views on Twitter. It's too easy for me to get views on Twitter and to get engagement on Twitter. And I make more money being monetized on Twitter than I do being monetized on YouTube. And I put astronomically more effort into YouTube. I put so much more effort into my YouTube content than I do on Twitter, and I make so much more money on Twitter just shit posting. You ever make any ads for your channel? Nope. None. What is your goal with making content? I just said it, dipshit. I just said it. I'm starting a new YouTube channel. I'm going to continue live streaming here, and my videos are going to start going to another channel. I'm just I am done, and I'm done putting effort into this YouTube channel for it to go nowhere. That's not that I'm stopping making content by any means, but I'm just not going to be putting money and time into this channel. Well, the issue is that like I'm not making money or getting views from this channel, so it's like and like if I was getting like a shit ton of views and I wasn't making money, like that would be one thing. But like I'm not getting views or making money, so it's like why am I spending time on this YouTube channel to get 4,000 views, 3,000 views, 2,000 views, 1.6 thousand views, 3,000 views. One of the videos that I posted in the last month still has 900 views. Let's see. Last month, that was another thing. Trying to do like the ASMR, like just like hike along with me videos. I tried doing that on this channel 3 months ago when I did a 3-day solo hike out to Cedar Lake. And that got the least amount of views from any content that I have ever done on this channel. That was impressive how much no one gave an absolute shit about like just watching me hiking. So and then that was like my first like attempt at trying to do. Also, your channel's probably blacklisted by YouTube. I mean, maybe, but like whatever. I'm gonna start a new YouTube channel. I'm gonna keep streaming here, and we'll just we'll see what happens with a new channel. It's not that I'm giving up by any means. It's just like, hey, look, this YouTube channel somehow like I get some streams. I mean, stream reviews. I mean, like hell, even right now, there's 70 people watching, which is like for the grand scheme of like for a channel this size. Correction. No, just kidding. There's 57 people watching this channel. For a channel this size, that doesn't make sense. That is like comically low, the amount of viewers that I get on this channel. So like for the people that are watching, for the few people that do watch, it's not that I'm giving up. It's that I'm going to try to start putting a lot more effort into, places like Rumble, Odyssey, and Gab, and making sure that all of my long form content is going there. And I'm going to try out a new YouTube channel, because I I said something wrong, did something wrong on this channel, and I don't know if I'm blacklisted, I don't know what, but like, or alternatively, like I was saying in the beginning of the stream, it very well may be that that YouTube's dying as well. I don't know. I genuinely don't know, and I'm not giving up. By no means am I going to give up. I'm just going to, try something else. Man, the OG TikTok content was lit. OG TikTok was a lot of fun. Something else that, and K's, if you're still watching, something that I really want to do is start collaborating with more people on YouTube. And that's something that I just don't feel like, I genuinely feel like I'm missing out on a massive, massive opportunity with just doing everything by myself. And man, I'm gonna be real, man. I don't sleep on TikTok. Guys, I post to TikTok. I actively post to TikTok. And dude, I don't get views on TikTok anymore. I do not get views on TikTok anymore. My TikTok is like the algorithm on TikTok has changed so much that it's not what it used to be at all. Let's see. I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 30, 32 videos uploaded on TikTok. And on average, I get like, this video has 75 views. This video has 32 views. This video has 69 views. And it used to be like, I'd put an edit on TikTok and just immediately hundreds of thousands of views. Like when I was first big on TikTok, because I had a couple of TikTok accounts that got hundreds of thousands of followers. I mean, like I could build a TikTok so quickly. It was bonkers before it was bought by you know who. And dude, these days it's just like, dude, I cannot get views on TikTok at all. My content is just snuffed. And this was like with a new channel too. So like, TikTok's not what it used to be at all. Hell, we started another Instagram, and like, dude, it's a struggle getting views there as well. And so this is, I guess like that's my question, I guess, overall is just, is social media dying? Or is, my more, I don't know, aggressive style of content just being shut down, just into like the farthest depths? Because, dude, I'm getting to a point now where it's just like the only place that I can really post that I get, any sort of engagement with anymore is fucking Telegram, man. And like I said, I'm even streaming right now to, how many people are in here? 60? Yeah, so it's, like I said, it's by no means am I giving up. By no means am I saying, am I throwing in the towel. But I need to start doing significantly more collaborations. Once again, K's, you already said you're down. We got to start collabing. We're going to have to get Native Patriot in on it as well. Start collabing with him, start making more videos with him. We started a new YouTube channel. And it's just the like back and forth of us doing, the three of us doing, different content, and maybe staying away from gun content. I don't know. Maybe it's like the gun tubers are already established, and making gun content just isn't a thing. Maybe it's a mix of either people don't care about gun content anymore, or the algorithm's just not having it anymore. And it could be one or the other. I don't, or it could be a mix of the two. But I'd say for the most part, I'm just going to be kind of getting away from gun content and like, I don't know, controversial content. New YouTube channel. I'm also going to try to make it, significantly less swearing as well. That's something I need to work on, and I understand that. Go on other people's channels as a guest. Dude, that's not a thing. Especially with me. That's not a thing, bro. I don't get on. Have you ever seen me on another YouTube channel? Ever? Once? Okay, there's a reason that I don't go on other YouTube channels. It's because it's not for a lack of trying, my guy. Like, I don't choose to not go on other YouTube channels. I don't get invited to other YouTube channels. And this isn't like a boohoo poor me. It's just that it's just a fact. I don't get invited to other YouTube channels. So it's like, you know, it's what it is. I was just pooping and I heard you say content like 98 times.
What time are you gonna be at Native?
I will be at Natives at 6. Wow, what's up?
4:33 right now.
Do I need to get going? Do I need to get rolling? Hold on, let me maps. Let me maps his house right quick. Just publicly say his address.
Got rated dogs once.
Oh, he has been doxxed. That's right. I forgot about
So
that.
it's okay now.
Dude, that's another thing. Like I was just saying, when it comes to like making YouTube content, like I don't think enough people understand that it's like, bro, like get prepared to get doxxed. Like, dude, you say one thing that somebody didn't like, oh, and you're doxxed now.
Get a door 50.
And like, yeah, you best gotta have a door 50. Where's your door Barrett? Yeah, I don't think nearly enough people understand like how. I don't even want to say how dangerous, because that sounds like, you know, slightly overboard. How dangerous. But yeah, dude, making content just is not what people think it is. Where the doggone is his house? There it is. How long does it take to get there? Just tell me. Just tell me. Yes, I understand. No, don't add a stop. Just go straight there. Don't add a stop. Just go. Thank you. Fuck. Oh, it was trying to add me going. Fucking maps. No, I don't want to go up to Renton first.
Oh, you still have that.
Yeah, no, I still had that in there from when we were looking it up earlier, where that fucking flood breach was. Okay. Oh no, there's a flood warning in between me and Native. Oh golly gee. Oh, see, if I go if I go this route, there's a flood warning. But if I go this route, there's a flood warning. But if I go this route, there's a flood warning. I'm glad they have to tell me. You're literally coming on my YouTube channel in an hour. You know exactly what I mean, damn it. You know what I mean. I'm talking about, like, I don't get invited to, like, you know, big YouTube channels. I don't get invited to, like, you know, do, like, huge collaborations. That's not a thing. But anyway, please try this on your phone. What? Okay, anyway. We are wrapping up the live stream as I need to get on the road because I'm going to be collaborating tonight with Native Patriot. So go click on his channel right there in the YouTube comment section and go watch our live stream. I'm literally going from here to his house, and I'm going to go from live streaming here to live streaming there. I don't know why he's also watching my live. He's watching my live stream. He's about to go be with me. That sounded gay. Maybe it was gay. I don't know. Content. Anyway. Ape Together Strong. My man, Based. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you guys, honestly. Everyone that's still watching, appreciate you guys. And once again, go watch with Native Patriot tonight. Going straight there. You should stream the drive. I mean, I could like hop on like Twitter. I could live stream the drive. Can you live stream driving?
Yeah, but you shouldn't.
Well, I'm not like I'd be. You know what I meant?
I mean, like as far as
Like
like doxing goes.
Well, no, I'm gonna like audio it, and video. What do you want me to like video out the window? Like, so this is the turn you take to get to.
We're gonna take a left on A Street, and when you hit the B Street, we're gonna take another left.
Okay. I will not be live streaming the drive there. That's hilarious, but I will not be live streaming the drive there. Anyway, if you guys want to listen to me yap a little bit more, I'm headed to Natives right now, and we're going to be doing a live stream tonight. You can follow on Twitter. You can follow on YouTube. I know that he posts to StreamYard, so it's like, show us to get in his house. So this is my favorite door to end. This is my favorite window to enter from.
He's got a bracelet now, except for the
You guys might like use this window, but I really like this
Hey guys,
window.
we're gonna go visit my friend Native.
And that's how we do our room clearing video. Visiting our friend Native Patriot like puts on mask.
We're supposed to have an open event.
Get on the ground,
But he's not here. So we're gonna go bring him to the open event.
dude. Us black bagging Soats that one time.
And this is where stream at.
So not all of our friends showed up for this open event, so we're gonna go get them. Okay. Anyway, once again. Yes, I understand that Palantir's watching everything that we do. I'm not going to stop living my life. I get it. I know that they watch me jork it. I understand. I know. I'm watching Palantir jork it. Fucking 180 reverse card. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. That will definitely dox me. What? Okay, I'm ending the stream. I have to get on the road. I appreciate you guys watching. Never black.